everybody, it's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for an Insecure review, y'all. This was the season finale of season 2 and I just want to talk about a few things, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about something that happened a few episodes ago. When Issa was starting and bopping, okay, around and feeling herself, and she decided she was going to give Daniel some head, okay, some education, if you will, and it was going great. She was doing awesome, and then he says, "I'm coming." She keeps sucking, she pulls off of it, and he skeets right in her eye. Right in her eye. Skeet, right in her eye. And I was just like, wow, like, I didn't know that happened to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he say he about to come, you're supposed to move your face out the way, bitch. Like, if you ain't trying to get skeeted on in the face, you're supposed to move. And she didn't move. And then she got so upset. And I didn't understand why she was so upset. And then later on, I found out that he did it on purpose. Daniel purposefully skeeted in her face, because when he came to get her, when she was on the side of the road stranded with nobody to help her, he came to save the day off for her to tell him, "You know we seeing other people, right?" And it was like, "Oh, for real, Issa? Oh, you trying to play with me like that, Issa? I got something for you, Issa." And he like skeeted off in her eye, and I just was like, well, you know, like, if you didn't move your face, like, did he hold her head? I didn't think he held her. He held her head in the position. So, like, fair game, bitch. Fair game. Okay? I didn't understand why she was so upset. Move your face, and you won't get skeeted in the eye. All right. So Lawrence and Aparna, is that how you say her name? Aparna? Okay, look, Aparna. Look, that's her name. Okay, y'all know that's the little girl he worked with. Okay, they have been dating. Okay, they have been zipping it and sewing it. Here's my only thing. It's weird. I don't know, right? She used to sleep with one of the other guys that they work with, and they still friends, and he hella funny, and she always laughing at jokes. So Lawrence is feeling real insecure about where their relationship is and her relationship with this other guy, especially since he just finished dealing with that shit with Issa. So he's not trusting of the female, okay? He's not trusting, and he basically ends up fucking over their relationship by making her feel some type of way, and she tells him that he needs to deal with his shit because that's not her shit, that's his shit. You know, meanwhile, Issa calling him because she has to move out of the apartment because they raised the rent. Y'all know gentrification. Get these black people up out of here, okay? Bring this little nice white couple up in here to pay more money. All right, gentrify the dunes. Okay, I felt some type of way about that, but she's gonna move in with her brother supposedly, right? So she calls him and tells him from 2 to 6, she won't be there, so he can come and get the little last of his stuff that's at the house, and he should have the couch, which is that beautiful blue velvet couch that they had just bought, okay? And I was like, bitch, I would definitely not be giving him the couch, but I guess that's how she felt. I mean, she had nowhere to put it, so I guess that's why she gave it to him, because she was gonna be moving in with somebody that already had a couch. So the way the episode played out, it was like, what was it, 30 days with Lawrence, and then 30 days with Issa, and it was like the same little sequence of events, and we basically worked our way up to the end. So he went to the apartment to meet her, and then she's going to the apartment to meet him, but a whole bunch of other shit happened. Other shit happened in between. For instance, we found out that Tiffany is pregnant. Miss Dubois is pregnant, okay? And what's the other girl name? Kelly. Kelly knew because they're closer. Kelly was doing this marathon. It was the same marathon that Lawrence was in. So every time we would restart the scenario, it would restart with the marathon. At the marathon, he was running with old girl. Issa and Molly were on the side with Tiffany and her old man, and they were looking for Kelly, who had her period at mile 9 and had to have some saran wrap or some foil wrapped around her ass when she was brought to the finish line where they had the emergency people on the side. And I'm just like, bitch, if that's not the most embarrassing shit ever. And she was wearing all white Ivy Park. I was like, girl, If that is not the most embarrassing shit that could ever happen to anyone, like, oh my God, how did you not? You know what I'm saying? She said she was running and then she felt it. And I know as a woman that has happened to us. All of us have had a moment where we didn't know this shit was about to happen right now. But thank God, most of the time we weren't wearing white, and we caught it before it ended up showing itself to the world. Because you know, you can catch it when the stain is still so in between your legs that nobody's gonna see it unless you open your legs wide and show it to them. But you're not gonna do that, okay? So this is just an embarrassing thing that happened. In this conversation with Kelly, okay, wrapped in foil, we discovered that Issa ain't got shit going on, okay? Molly is making moves, having meetings, okay? She had a meeting with this black firm that Rel has been trying to help her out with. I'm gonna call him Rel because that's his real name, okay? I don't have time. The whole time she's hanging with Rel and he's helping her, you know, get her shit together. They're working together and she's wanting to go to this other firm in Chicago, a black firm. He's helping her. They're laughing. They're having a good time. There's obviously something going on there. But of course, he doesn't look like Devontae from Jodeci. So he's not going to really do. Even though she does fuck him to try it out. Okay, he brought out some Hennessy when they was working. And he looked at her. And she looked at him. And she got on top and said the dick was mediocre. And it was like, damn, like you didn't even let him get control of the situation. You just jumped on top, bitch. This was a surprise to him. How you ain't going to let that man get his second try in? You know what I'm saying? But you know what, because I just feel like sometimes people need to think out of the box. But I guess if you was attracted enough to fuck him, I don't understand why you couldn't try to make shit work with Rel, because he just was in such a much better position to be in a relationship with you. Instead, you're gonna pick old boy who married, and I'm still gonna call him Devontae from Jodeci because that's how that nigga look. Okay, he looked like right before Devontae got on drugs. Okay, okay, that's exactly what he looks like. Okay, you know, with the little chip tooth or whatever's going on there. I mean, he cute, but I'm just saying, I noticed it. Molly chooses to, consistently and still fuck with him, even though he has this whole open marriage thing. Even though her and his wife was around each other and it was awkward as fuck. And I don't know if old girl knows or not, but it just seems hella not okay. Okay, no matter what anybody says. Then she had sex with him in a public bathroom while they were at the dinner for Tiffany and her old man's birthday. And I was like, wow, bitch, really? You got the nerve to like be so upset about it in 1 second, but then you gonna fuck him in the bathroom with everybody sitting outside at the table and then come out looking like somebody then just ran you through a dryer, bitch. It was just really like, oh, Molly, ugh. So I was rooting for Rel, but of course, no. She puts on Lingerie, and who's waiting at the door? Devontae, bitch. I just, whatever. Whatever. I'm not even gonna deal with it. I'm not even gonna deal with it, okay? Molly had to decide whether she wanted to work for the whites or work for the blacks. And Kelly made the perfect point in their conversation about how exhausting it is to be a black woman working in a white place or having white managers. You're always having to not be a stereotype. You always have to, work harder, twice as much as anybody else to get the same respect. It's really, trying to not do the most, not seem ghetto, but then make them feel comfortable with you. Like that's the thing. And when you don't give a fuck about making them feel comfortable with you, they say that you have a problem with authority, as if somebody working above me in a job makes them have an authority over me. That's hilarious to me, but we're not even gonna get into that, okay? That's real life shit. But in that moment, I was just like, wow, like fist pump to the black girls, because that's black people, period, working in environments where they are around white people and they have to like alter how they move in order to make the white people around them feel comfortable. We have to do this all the time. It is exhausting. And people don't even understand. Like, you just be yourself. If you don't understand, like, I don't even know. I'm too tired to have to explain this to you. Also having to speak for all black people. That is something I've had to do on numerous occasions. It's like, yeah, y'all, it is an exhausting experience. And if I was her, I would have moved on to the black people, especially after she had the meeting with her bosses, the white bosses, and they decided they were going to give her a piece of paper with her name on it in cursive and a star, okay, and put her on the front page of the website, like that was going to do something. I need money, okay? That is my motivation. I'm not an idiot. This is not high school, middle school, elementary school. You're not about to give me a piece of paper with a star on it without a dollar number, okay, a sum added to it, and think I'm supposed to be okay with that. Fuck out of here. Especially when that white boy who works with her gets paid much more than she does, and it seems as if he doesn't do half the work. Yes, exhausting, but real. This is why we love Insecure. This is why. So we get back to the scene where Lawrence and Issa meet up at the apartment. She didn't know he was gonna be there. Can we talk about Issa's fashions this episode? All the tribal prints and the colors and the dresses and the nice blouses. Bitch, I was so here for it. I'm not always a fan of the hair because I sometimes I'm like, what's happening here? What are we doing? What is, it's braided up in the back, but then the front's doing, I don't know. Sometimes I'm confused about the hair. But the clothes, okay, the clothes were off the chain. Okay, and the music. That last song they played on this season, the Gucci song, I forgot how to song. Man, that fucking song was so... I understand nothing he was saying for the most part as it is nowadays, like when it comes to the chorus. But it was just a fire-ass song. When he was rapping, you understood. But during the chorus, he just started screaming, but I felt it. I was there with him. It was a really good song. They really did their thing on this last episode. So they get back to the apartment, and he's there waiting. And they finally had the conversation. At first, they tried to do the small talk thing, but obviously they just needed to say it because they didn't like the way they left things. Last episode, they cursed each other out. He called her a hoe, okay? Like, it was nasty, okay? But I think they both needed to say the things that they said, even though it was fucked up. Because she's not a hoe. And you did become unattractive in a way. And somebody that she was ducking and dodging and didn't want to deal with because she was trying to deal with some other shit going on with her. When they had that conversation, he apologized to her for not being what he was supposed to be. What he put, you know, what he presented himself as, which was a educated man that was going to take care of himself and take care of her and keep going in this world. And what he did was he shut down, stopped working, and then made her be responsible for both of them. And she was looking for him to be responsible for both of them. And they both decided that they should have been better for one another. That when he fell off, she should have been stronger for him. And when she needed him to be stronger, he should have picked the pieces up and pulled himself together and did that for her. And that's not what they were able to do for one another. And even though they both still loved each other and they were crying and they hugged, the relationship is over. He walks to the door and says bye to her, and then all of a sudden he gets down on one knee and says he can't live without her and asks her to marry him. And I'm like, this is not real. I already knew it wasn't real because it was too fantastical the way they did that shit. Like they ain't gonna be a season 3 or something like that. And we already know they're gonna be a season 3. It led to a montage of them getting married, coming back to that apartment, her getting pregnant in that apartment, them coming home with the baby in that apartment. What would happen if they actually had decided to stay together and be together? But that's not what happened. It wasn't a fairy tale ending for them. So he says bye, she says bye, and she closes the door and decides to move in to Daniel's place and sleep on the fucking couch. And I'm like, what? That's who you decided to move in with? Molly like set up this whole little Moroccan, like African, you know, food situation and costumes with the couscous and all of this, just being the best fucking BFF ever. Like, I'm so jealous. I wish I had a friend like that would do like a themed slumber party for us. Like, are you serious? Bitch, I'll take a Harry Potter themed slumber party, okay? Anyway, it was just so cool that she did that for her after, you know, moving out the apartment, the big breakup, them finally having that conversation. It just seemed like she needed her friend, and Molly was really there for her the way a best friend should be there for her friend, and it was just awesome. But she then moved in with Daniel, and I'm still like, what the fuck is happening here? I mean, next season, obviously, her and Daniel are gonna be in some type of relationship. They're gonna be fucking, if anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm very interested. It's gonna be popping. But before I go, y'all, because that's basically everything I gotta say about it. I thought the episode was really good. I enjoyed it. I like the way they don't always give us what we want, because then there's more to take place next season. So I'm excited about it. I'm so happy for Issa Rae because the show is amazing. It's doing great. Everybody loves the show, and it's just an inspiration to somebody coming from YouTube as well, that she was able to create all of this content. But anyway, there is a movie on Netflix okay, with Ronnie from the New Edition movie. Y'all know the adult version. Hold on, it's called Reality High, I believe. It's called Reality High, and it's on Netflix, and it is so good, and it is so funny, okay? I was not prepared for Reality High with Nesta Marley Cooper, and that little chick is so pretty. I loved it, okay? Like, can you see that? Can you see that? Because there we go. Yeah. Can you see that? Reality High? Yeah, bitch. Do yourself a favor. Go watch that little teeny bop, a good ass movie. I'm gonna watch it again. Alright, y'all. I love y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the description box for my Patreon account. Appreciate you. Love you. See you in the next one.